Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? All right, wanted to let you guys know I have been MIA for a while. I had a sick kiddo at home the last couple of days, and it's been kind of great actually, because even though I've been working while he was at home sick, I got to just stay home in the afternoon and just cuddle with my boy. And I've had so much fun being able to spend time with him. And then last night I had parent-teacher conference. I had to change my hours at work in order to make it to that. And then I went straight to Bible study after that, and had a great time. We're reading in Colossians. And I can tell you, as a single mom who's been part of a church but yet no longer attend there because of my divorce, I love that I can still be in contact with people at the church that I was married at, and that I was able to
regular decluttering is something I found to be hugely beneficial as I've gotten older.
But I'm also able to really just keep those relationships and keep the contacts of the people there at that church. And I'm just so very grateful and love the relationships I have. Like I said in previous videos, I really am not missing out on too much from my divorce. And God has been so gracious to me and my children, giving us back the life that we once had. And I don't want to take advantage of it as a single mom. And to be honest with you guys, having a sick kiddo at home is exactly what I needed to be able to refocus, to take a couple of nights off just in my own thoughts. Even though we were cuddling and watching TV together, the last couple of days, I really have been able to just focus on what my plans are for my home and for winter and Christmas, and just kind of write down my thoughts and kind of start planning. Also at the daycare, we are planning for November curriculum, and I've been working on that at work. And so that's going to cross my mind, what can I do as far as work and curriculum. And so getting that all set up. And I am back here in my office, and I have told you in a previous video also that I have big plans for this room, different plans for this room. I wanted so bad to have an office, but I have decided that this room is going to be better for making this into a gaming room, a room where my older boys can come and they can stay, but yet it's a gaming room for my youngest, and it will be separate than his bedroom. So his bedroom will only have his bed and his clothes. And this office is now going to be my boys' room and my granddaughter's room, where they can come and they can stay the night and they can sleep in here and have games. So we're going to move my son's futon into this room, his desk and his gaming station into this room this weekend. And we're going to just keep his bed and his clothes pretty much in his bedroom. So then that way he will have a place to sleep, and he can concentrate on his schoolwork, and he won't have that that thought process of really just not getting his schoolwork done. Although he's got A's and B's at his parent-teacher conference last night, all the teachers really had nothing to complain about or say bad about. So he's doing great in school. But as a mom, I want to make sure that he has a bedtime every night, and I want to make sure that he has a separate place to play, then a separate place to sleep at night. And so I just think that, like I said, my older kids can come and stay in this room, and it will be a place where it will be better utilized than an office that's cluttered and an office that I have not walked into since I made it. So my son does want to put a design on the wall, and he's going to be moving in this weekend. And so I need to start decluttering and getting everything out of this room. And so that's what I'm going to do today. It's about 7 a.m., 7:30-ish in the morning. And I am not having to be at work for a couple hours. I've already had my breakfast. I'm up. I'm dressed for work. I'm ready to go. And so I thought, well, shoot, I might as well come in here, start decluttering. Now, one of my goals for me in my office space is to take all this downstairs. And I just got done with the movie room. And now I need to start working on my reselling room. It is something that has been neglected since I moved in. That and the garage are my two last rooms I really need to really focus on. I do need to finish painting the hallway, the entryway. There's a lot of little projects around here that I need to get done, but those are projects that can be done in the middle of winter when it's cold outside. I also this weekend would love to go out there and weed eat my backyard. It really needs it one more time before winter hits. It's just I've been so overwhelmed with the sick kiddo at home this week, and then work and cold and all that. But since I've had a couple of days of rest and relaxation, as long as I don't get sick, hand, foot, mouth is going around. And so I need to make sure that, with the seasons changing, the weather temperature changing, I need to stay healthy. But, if I get sick, I get sick. But I would like to really start focusing on making this a home for winter, and what needs to happen to make us, to help us get through the winter as a low-income single mom. I am no longer on food stamps, and it's probably a good thing, because if I was on food stamps, I wouldn't be getting them right now with the government shutdown. The good thing is that the daycare right now is not accepting subsidy. So I should have job security. However, I do know of several parents who work for the government, government contracted type jobs. And I don't know if they are being furloughed or not due to the government shutdown. So, I should have job security where I'm at if things start to go any longer than they are. And I do have my home health care job. That is also not being able to accept subsidy at this point. So, I don't know if people of all income statuses are going to start getting affected with government shutdown, and how it will have a ripple effect on my job. But just like during the pandemic, we are going to take one day at a time, have our hope and our faith in God that He's going to provide, and He's going to get us through these holidays that are coming up. He's going to give us happiness and joy and a warm, cozy home. And, I am really thinking about going back to school. I'm thinking about using any kind of time during the winter to refocus on what I need to do as a single mom to better the life of me and my children. And so I do need an office space. I need a space where I can work. I can do what I need to do as far as having an income coming in here at home. But I do have my reselling room that I would like to put on video here on Blessed Be the Gift reseller channel. And we're going to be decluttering a lot. Now I'm having a struggle because there are quite a bit of things that I want to donate. But at the same time, in the back of my head, I feel like I want to give away to certain people in my life. But at the same time, we're probably not doing a whole lot of Christmas gifts this year because of everybody's feeling the economy struggles that we're having. And so, yeah, I've already been told by different people, you know, whether it be work or jobs or care group or family, that are just saying we're not doing Christmas gifts this year. People are just not doing it. We may have a family meal, but things are getting very, very tight for everybody who is on a fixed income or struggling financially. And so I know that I'm not alone as a single mom. And a lot of the ripple effect of the economy is going to fall on those who are low income. It's going to hurt the middle wage class. And so, as a Christian, you know, I have no fear because I have everything I need, plus more. I really do. God has blessed me, and so I do want to bless other people, and I want to donate to some causes for Christmas this year. And I do want to be able to give back. So, I've had in the last several Christmases, a lot of people who have helped me out, and I want to be able to start paying it forward. I was going through my custody schedule and trying to think of what I can do to help volunteer, to help show the less fortunate, you know, God's love that I have in me. And so we've been talking about that at Care Group too, about helping others. And as a single mom, you guys, I've been struggling the last couple of years. But as I moved into this house, my friend left me a lot of stuff. And a lot of stuff she had as Christmas gifts from last year. And my friend had left all these things for me. And she said, if I want any of it, I can have it. And so, you know, I'm going to try to use what I can, keep what I can, and give away what I can. And I want to make sure that I'm blessing other families and not just taking it to the thrift store. As a avid thrift store shopper, you guys, things are expensive even at Goodwill right now. And so any freebies I get, or anything that I have for reselling, I definitely want to be able to have an income coming in. But I haven't focused at all on any of that. I'm just trying to make this a home, and it's too cluttered. It's too cluttered. So I'm going to start moving everything out of this office as I am decluttering, trying to find a place for everything elsewhere downstairs in my reselling room. It's not going to happen today. I would like to start cleaning this room out and have it cleaned out by tomorrow. My kiddo is out of school for the next couple of days due to parent-teacher conferences. And so now is a good time for us to have a extra long weekend where we can focus on making him the room that he is wanting. As far as buying things, there's not a whole lot we need to buy for the room. So there are a few things. And again, we are not doing Christmas gifts this year. And so that gives us some money to get the things that we do need for our home. And that's what we have agreed to do, is buy things that we need for our home that will make us a home. And we're going to save our money for other things. And so I do have a futon in my son's room and a bed, mattress. And so I just need to go to the restore this weekend and get a bed frame. And we will be good to go, having the 2 separate rooms. Right now I have my foot up on a really nice but cheap I would say a 2-drawer end table here that was in my son's room. He said he didn't want it and I was going to put it in my office, but I'm going to keep it for him so he can have it here in his gaming room now that he's going to have extra room. As far as the desk, I am going to take these desks that I have downstairs, and my bookshelves that I have here are going to my living room because I need to move them there. I have a dresser here. I am going to take that downstairs. And so my, actually, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this dresser yet. I was thinking of taking it downstairs and putting it in my reselling room that I have, but I also would like to keep it up here in the gaming room if my son does not mind, just for the clothes of my granddaughter and my 2 older boys. So when they do stay here, they have clothes. I also have the closet here that I had my craft supplies in. I will be moving those downstairs, and I could be using that also for guests when they come over and stay. So I may end up just keeping the closet for guests, taking that dresser downstairs. I was really wanting to keep all of my packaging for reselling in there because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers on it, and it's super nice to be able to keep all of my packaging all in one location so they're not in different tubs and everywhere. So that's probably what's going to happen, is that will be taken downstairs also to the reselling room. But my end goal around this whole home is to, as I'm unpacking and getting settled in, is to get rid of what is not being used, everything that's not being used. If it's more than $10, I would like to keep it as far as reselling. And if it's less, I would like to get rid of it just because there's no money in it. So as I'm redoing my reselling business, and you can check all this out over on that channel once I get started, I really need to start focusing on my reselling on more income and bigger ticket items, because this is not working. But I am working the daycare job right now and the home health care job on the weekends part-time. And so, yeah, I'm trying to work as much as I can to survive as a single mom. Without my child support help that I depended on, I really do need a 3rd job. And so I need to really start focusing on my reselling. Here it is, 4th quarter, and I haven't focused or sold anything in the last month and a half. So since I've moved in here, I really haven't focused on reselling at all. And I'm too busy painting and pulling up carpet and taking care of trash and cleaning up the yard and just trying to unpack. And so, yeah, I have just been very, very busy, but I am trying to slowly start taking care of me, my physical health, and doing what I need to do for my family, my immediate family, me and my boys and my granddaughter. And so that is really what the focus on is going to be for the holidays, is just family time, and enjoying each other's company and without having a lot of gifts, we can still enjoy the holidays this year. It's just going to be about doing things together and having a good time when we can all get together with food and all that. Now, you guys, for me, I can't hardly eat a whole lot. So I don't know how much cooking is actually going to take place this year for me. I am going to do cookies one day. I do know that. And I am going to stick with my coffee bar because I really got to have coffee, even though I'm really not supposed to be drinking it. So I'm going to stick with the decaf, and we're going to really try hard to keep up on all the traditions that we normally do here. And we are going to try to focus on the normal things that we do have. And, you know, everybody is still going to be getting stockings, and we're still going to be able to enjoy the holidays that are coming up. And I really have already started, for my mental health, I have already started watching a lot of the Hallmark movies when I can. I think that might be a little bit why things aren't getting done, but I need to be motivated. I need to be motivated. Not sad that I'm a single mom, not living in the past, because like we were talking about at Care Group last night, I cannot control the decisions that have been made that I have not made. And I cannot look into God's word and just be like, well, that was wrong, that was wrong, that was wrong, without getting into God's word and saying, this is what I can do. And these are the decisions I can do that line up according to God's word. And not focusing on, well, someone didn't follow God's word that had hurt me, or that this decision was made and it wasn't biblical. I need to really start focusing on what I can change, and taking care of my home and my children and my health and the decisions I make for me as a single mom. You know, I'm not out clubbing and partying. I do have friends who have asked. I'm not dating. I want to focus on what God says I should do as a Christian woman who happens to be single. And I really want to keep my focus and my vows intact. And I really want to have that relationship, that oneness, that marriage covenant with God, that He says, this is how I should live my life as a Christian single mom. And so that's what this channel is going to be about. And I want to keep sharing this journey with you. So with that said, I'm having, again, coffee that I'm not supposed to be drinking this morning. But I am going to be focusing on doing what I can, what God has called me to do. There's so much with my business side of things that I felt like God has called me to do, and I haven't worked on it, guys. And it's because I have all this clutter. And there's a lot of goals in my life that I have, and I can't do it because of this clutter. And I have a bucket list, and I have wrote down a lot of my bucket list, and I probably could do a video on my bucket list with you guys soon. But I am just really trying to focus on what it is that God has called me to do as a Christian single mom. And I've had so much progress. I have had so much progress. So I have to give myself grace also. A lot of things going on, a lot of things happening behind the scenes. And I am feeling very grateful and happy and ready to start with the helping others and serving others part for the holidays. And so I'm going to start focusing on that. And this weekend, hopefully, fingers crossed, get my reselling room done and get me all moved out of this room and my son moved into this room. So you can look forward to those videos coming up soon. And we're just going to do a lot of major decluttering, So stay tuned, and let's get started. Okay, guys, my bookshelves are out of my office. My chair is out of the office. I have this I need to clean up tonight and clear it out. But before I go to work today, all of this has been kind of decluttered a little bit. Like I said, I was in the middle of decluttering this room when we made this decision to turn this into a gaming room. And so I just got to take everything off the walls that goes downstairs to my office. And I've been finding some things that I can donate, which is great. And I still have to empty out the craft closet. But that is what I have decided. The craft closet now is going to be for my guests. And then I'm going to take that downstairs to my reselling room. And my son is going to move in his computer desk and futon. And I think that might be about it in this room. So it's going to be very bare, but it's going to look nice. So, yep, I got to clean this out for him for tomorrow, since he'll be off school. Since my kiddo will be home tomorrow from school, this is what he's going to do when I am at work, is move all of his stuff in here the way he wants it. So I wanted to get this room cleaned up tonight. And then I'm putting everything in my living room. This hammock, I think I am going to put in my bedroom. And we're going to probably get rid of some furniture around here. So stay tuned, see what we get done. But, you know, I'm just kind of moving things around. Like I said, I want everything to have a place, and then we're going to get rid of what doesn't have a room. So as I'm going through things, I'm just trying to give myself grace and get things done. But today is going to be a lazy day for me. I'm going to go to work, but I am going to work on rearranging all of this and cleaning this room out tonight, and it will be done tonight. So I got a good head start this morning before work. So stay tuned, and I will show you the finished project when I get home. So I have the 2 boxes here completely full, ready to go to the thrift store. And so far I have all these to take to donation. Okay, guys, the office is all cleaned out, except for I'm leaving my computer desk right here just for tonight, and I will take this out tomorrow evening after work. I want to be able to print off something if I need it in a hurry. But the room is empty, except for it needs to be swept one more time, and then the bags of trash here. But this is going to be my son's new gaming room, and I will be showing you all of that tomorrow. All right, almost 9 o'clock at night, and I am having dinner. Tonight, I have these leftover chicken, tater tots, and vegetables from my care group last night, but I think I'm going to turn it into a salad, and I don't know which dressing I want to use, but this is all I have right now. I'm thinking I might use the ranch, and I'm just gonna use some of this to make my own salad, and that's what I'm having for dinner tonight. And then I will have the rest of this tomorrow for lunch. So this is what I'm going to have for dinner. I'm going to go watch some YouTube, and I'm going to bed. Good night, and I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog.